Darling, forever I would trade it for your love, your joy forever.
Phone poppy, yeah, she call me Young Poppy. That's my little shawty. She get thicky in the body. She got hottie toddy when she make it wet for me. Got that body on you, girl. You know I wanna play some hide and seek. You're someone that I wanna meet. You're someone that I wanna see. You're someone that I wanna see. And I got every idea in mind to get you poppin'. She said she just wants some liquor, so just stop it. I don't pop no pills or do none of that extra. I be chillin', smoking ganja with my niggas. I got so much, so many dreams, so many things to hold up. So many things on my mind. So many things to let shine.
Welcome back to Unrestricted Free Agent. I'm your host, Jonathan Ojo. We have a special guest today. I'm joined by none other than the super scorer, Mr. Kamil Williams. First of all, I appreciate you for coming on and joining us. For the fans out there, the people listening, thank you for tuning in as usual. This is Unrestricted Free Agent podcast for the basketball purists. We appreciate all the love, everything we've been getting. First off, as usual, Mr. Kamil, I'm gonna let you introduce yourself and kind of rattle off your accolades a little bit. If you forget, we got them right here, so let me know when you're done.
If you want me to start from
High school. Go from the top.
I was finna go from middle school.
Oh, yeah, get in your bag. That's the rule. Get in your bag. Go ahead.
Middle school is the powerhouse.
Go ahead.
To this day. So, started middle school at Roosevelt Middle. It's one of the powerhouses.
Best programs
in Palm Beach County. Really, probably some of the best talent out of South Florida to come out of there. Just to name a few, maybe like Jacoby Brissett, Matt Elam, Farad Cobb, most recent Scotty Barnes, Sheldon Edwards at Valspero. Watch out for him. He's gonna be great too. Me too. I mean, but, yeah, we've had a lot of good talent come up out of there. So I
go to high school. Yeah.
Started at Roosevelt. We went to the semifinals. As a sixth grader, I went to semifinals. And seventh grade, we won everything in the county, and pretty much so. And then after that, I went to Grandview Prep. I played varsity in eighth grade. We went to the championship, the state championship, in eighth grade. I think I averaged like 10 points that year, but we ended up losing in the finals. Ninth grade, I went back to Grandview Prep. We went back to the state finals, lost again. That year, I averaged 15 points my freshman year. 10th grade, transferred again. I mean,
There's a theme here, dog.
I just had
There's
to
a
see
theme.
what the city was about. I just had to.
Yeah, keep going.
I had to do justice to all parts of my city, so I just wanted to be around. So, 10th grade, I went to Palm Beach Lakes. We were the number one team in the county. We were top 3 in the state all year. I think we lost in the regional finals to the team that ended up winning the state finals, which is Blanche Ely. We lost to them in triple overtime. What was it, Max? We lost to them in triple or double overtime? Triple overtime.
It's tough.
Triple overtime. Really good game, really good atmosphere. I think I averaged like 12 that year. We had a really good team. We had Maxwell Keynes. He was our senior this year. Was our leader that year. Johnny Coleman.
Yeah, JD.
Johnny Coleman. He ended up going to Tuskegee for football, but he could have went for both. Quincy Redu, who is currently on the Nuggets G League team. Guido St. Ford, I think he went JUCO.
JUCO, yeah.
But he was probably our best. He's probably the best.
Quinn, don't forget Quinn, my dog.
Quinn was a crazy athlete. Really good. Then we had, in addition to me, it's a pretty good year, but we should have won it all. I feel like And then my junior year, I teamed up with my first cousin. His name is Isaiah Hobbs. He went to Texas out of
Texas Pan American
Texas
first.
Pan American out of high school. Went JUCO, and then ended up going to UT Arlington. And then we had the big piece. He ended up getting Player of the Year that year. Gental Silla. He averaged about 25 that year. This is our junior year. Mind you, we're all juniors. He averaged about 25. And then me, I averaged. That's the year I'm not known as a passer, but that year I averaged.
You posted the highlights on IG throwing lobs and stuff.
that year I averaged the most assists in the county just with because it came so easy. But that year we ended up losing in the regional finals. We lost to Grayson Allen. What team is Grayson Allen on now? The Grizzlies?
Yeah, he's on the Grizzlies now, but I'm trying to think what high school was called.
Providence.
There he
we
was.
lost to Providence.
In Northern Florida.
Yeah, we lost to Providence High in the regional finals that year. They made first team. I made second team, and it was a really good year. And then my senior year is when I kind of was alone. I kind of didn't have the supporting cast or surrounding cast that I was used to. So it was a completely different start. That year I averaged, I think, like 26, 27.
Yeah, got it here.
Had 4 or 5 40-point games. Had a 50-point game. Made first team All-State that year. Player of the Year, Palm Beach Post, Sun Sentinel, McDonald's All-American nominee. Yeah, that was the big year. I eclipsed over 2,000 points that year. But I mean, I had been playing since 8th grade, so it made it easy.
It counts though. It still counts.
It still counts. But it was a good year that year. I had about 7 or 8 Division I offers coming out, and I ended up signing at Savannah State University.
Are you going to college? Or you want me to take over?
You can take over. I didn't want to transition to college.
So as he said, over 2,000 points scored in high school. First team All-State, Palm Beach County Player of the Year, All-American, McDonald's All-American nominee. You didn't go into your district titles and all that stuff. We ain't got to go into that. So then you go to Savannah State, grade school, Division I. Freshman year, you play a little decent. You know what I'm saying? You play good minutes, especially as a freshman. You averaged, what was it? Well, like 5.4.
I don't want to like talk bad about.
Nah, bro. You gotta keep it real on the pod. That's the point.
I feel like he tried me. He used me in a sense.
Okay.
So, playing low major Division I, all your first maybe 10 games are money games.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah.
When you're a small D1, so you're trying to get money. So first games we playing Baylor, Indiana, Louisville, Oregon State.
Yeah.
What's it play? Utah. We played Kyle Kuzma. I'm trying to think who else. We played plenty of guys. Just name a few. So those games are just money games.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter if he wins those or not. So me being a freshman, coming in, thinking, okay, I'm gonna rock. He's gonna killing in practice every day. People on the team like, oh, Kamil gonna have the first couple 30 balls. They kind of content on who I am. Even my teammates were kind of more ready for me to take over than I feel like the coach was.
Yeah.
Yes. So those first 10 games, I probably averaged between 5 and 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So of course I'm averaging 2-3 points, maybe 2 shot attempts getting in. But soon as conference rolls around, maybe second conference game, I played 25 minutes.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm thinking this, okay, maybe he just needed me for that game. So throughout the whole finishing out conference, he needed to win games. So I averaged like 21, 22 minutes in conference. So I averaged, so that's from out of conference schedule, I probably averaged 2 points. And in conference, I averaged like 11. So it's like
No consistency.
It was that's what it felt like that. But I ended up making all rookie team. I was the 4th leading scorer on the team. That year was okay year. I was thinking about leaving, but you seen the trend with me leaving in high school. Everybody was like, oh
Yeah.
You then
That was the
even-
narrative. Yeah.
Even my head coach threw that in my face, kind of to keep me there. Like, oh, so you gonna leave again? You left all your life when it get hard. But the thing is, I didn't leave when it got hard. I left because I felt like it.
Yeah.
But ended up staying there. So the next year, my sophomore year, I'm thinking things are going to change, and it didn't. It didn't get much better. It felt like it got worse. So my sophomore year, I probably suited up for maybe 3 or 4 games.
Yeah.
And then that year, still ended up counting. So I had to sit out that whole year. And my junior year, I went to Leeds McCray College.
Yeah. So as I was saying, so started off Savannah State first 2 years. Freshman year was better than your sophomore year, which is interesting.
Yeah.
And then you make the decision to transfer to D2. Out of all, again, you said you had 8 Division I offers out of high school. But the decision to transfer to D2 was also an interesting one. And I feel like it's about fit. But just to go into that again, so you transferred to Savannah State your junior year. You averaged 11.8 points, shot 41% from the field, 37 from 3, 32 games. You were basketball player of the week for Conference Carolinas. Finished second on the team with 69 3-pointers. 4th on the team in scoring with 11.8.
It was
Third, yeah, you told me to correct that. Third. 4 games where you scored 20 or more. Season high 37 versus Belmont. And then again, senior year, same thing as usual. 29 games, 27 starts. Made 134 free. That's crazy. Team high 134 free. These are that James Harden. You was on that James Harden.
I'm not going to the basket anymore. You boys.
That's what I'm saying. That's crazy though. 134 free throws made. 15.8 points, second on the team. Double figures in all but 4 games as a senior. 8 games of 20 points or more, 30 points. One of those games, 459 points on the season, 97 rebounds, 63 assists, 75 3-pointers. So your success there was a little bit different. And that's kind of take me to my next topic where I say, like, going from middle school, you've done a lot of winning. I feel like for some players, they kind of have to learn how to lose. Like I said, for me, it was different. I kind of grew up losing a lot of games from middle school. I was at the middle school of the arts, so I used to play them and get beat 50 to 2.
Me too.
Different games. So I kind of took pride in winning because it meant that much more to me. So I hate losing, like anything, card games, whatever it is. Like I can't stand losing because I did it. I feel like people who kind of grew up winning, they have to kind of learn how to lose because you're so used to winning. So was that anything that you had to do? I mean, at Savannah State, don't get me wrong, y'all in a good conference, but as you said, your first 10 games was, money games, so you playing against the big dogs. And I'm sure, those wasn't fun. I mean, I don't know if it mattered to you because you was like, well, coach was kind of trying to be playing. But I was going to say, did you have to kind of make an adjustment and learn how to kind of lose a little bit? Like, you know what? Like, this is part of the game.
Nah. I mean, it definitely did, man. I remember one time, I think we played Oregon. We were either playing Oregon. We got whooped by 30 both times, Oregon and Baylor back-to-back road trip. So I think he asked me, Kamil, what you think we can do? But I was like, man, it's embarrassing. And I remember he just picked at me the whole year. Oh, this is embarrassing. This is embarrassing, huh? And it really was. It felt like me sitting on the bench too. It's like I couldn't do anything. Even though that year we ended up, I think we finished 17-17.
Yeah.
It's just 500. And that's great for a low D1. But I wasn't used to not dominating.
Yeah, so I was gonna say it's a different switch, especially for sure.
It was different. So I mean, the year before I got there, they won 8 games.
Yeah.
So I mean, he brought me there for a reason.
Yeah.
He brought me there to score the ball. So I felt like he should have gave me the green light a little earlier. But it is what it is. I mean, that next year, that next school, the year before I got there, I think they were in a similar situation where they won 10 games, 11 games, maybe something like that. And then the year I got there was the first year they ended up winning the conference championship. That year, my junior year. So, of course, that was back to winning, which is what I'm used to. And then my senior year, we were voted most likely to win everything. And I had a pretty good year individually, but my junior year we had probably, I want to say no. I don't want to lie. I want to say like 8 seniors, 9 seniors.
Yeah.
So they were ready to win, and then with adding me, and we added another a point guard that's as a freshman at the time, but he's a senior now at UNC Asheville.
Okay. Yeah, that's tough.
He's really good. He's going to be a pro. And then Troy Kimball. We added me and him, and I forgot Jason Sanders here. He's another
Your teammate, yeah.
Another kid from Palm Beach County that played with me my senior year that made it extremely easy for me my senior year at Progress when I got player of the year, because he was the athletic legs that I needed somebody to throw a lot to. That makes my highlight tape look a little better. But we added us 3 with all those seniors, and we ended up winning the conference championship that year. And then my senior year, I think we lost the first round of the conference tournament, where we might have had a bid because we were ranked high. That was the first time that school had been ranked in the nation. So we might have got a bid, but COVID hit.
Yep, shut that down quick.
Yeah, shut everything down. So.
And then you alluded to this earlier, but I know you played at a lot of different schools.
Oh, my fault. Shout out to
Yeah, go ahead. Shameless plug. That's what we call it. Shameless plug.
Shout out to Coach Harden and the Dunk Mountain boys at Lee's McCray. They gave me a huge opportunity to love them forever. He gonna be mad at me for not shouting him out earlier.
But yeah, so you alluded to this earlier about just transferring schools a million times in high school, and again, even the stigma on in college. And it's crazy because now we kind of see it in the NBA, where it's one thing about loyalty, and that was a thing, like you got to be loyal to whoever it is. But then there's kind of the other thing about, empowering the players. And I feel like, especially same thing, like my stance changed on it. Because like if I had a chance to play with my homeboys in high school, I would have done the same exact thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? So did that ever bother you, like how people said it? Because I know that was a thing kind of growing up, how they said like, oh, he just hopped schools, or it's just like how your coach said it in college, when it gets tough, you run or whatever it is.
But the thing is, with me, me in high school, I wasn't even thinking about winning the state championship.
Yeah.
But the teams just happened to be good. Like, people don't know, like, me and JD have been playing, me, JD, and Quincy have been playing.
AAU, yeah, forever.
Have been playing, we played AAU since, we played rec league together first. We played at Gaines Park, we played when we were 6 years old. And then Quincy was in my mom's kindergarten class.
Yeah.
And JD was right there along with us too. So we know each other since we were 6. I just wanted to be back with my guys and out of Boca every day. I lived in West Palm Beach. I had to take the train 35 minutes every day as a 15-year-old.
Same.
I remember coming home as a 14, 15-year-old and wanting to go trick-or-treating, but it's 8:30.
Yeah.
When I get home, so I'm like, dang, I'm missing out on life. I mean, I love basketball, but I still wanted to live a little bit. So
yeah.
That's what made the ultimate decision for me there. But I mean.
Yeah, I want to say. I mean, it's crazy, like I said, because I feel like we made such a big deal back then, but now you're seeing everybody kind of, and I feel like we don't look at kind of the friendships outside of basketball because everybody kind of just always been stigmatized to, well, you're a player, that's your job, or, and even in high school, it's crazy, like you owe loyalty to a high school coach who, there's gonna be many players after you, and out of the grand scheme of your life, like that's like a small sliver of everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, no offense, and I love my coach to death, but choosing between playing with my boys who I've known for now, like 12 to 15 years, as opposed to sticking with one school, like it would be a no-brainer. But it's just crazy how, like I said, like everybody that was talking to Palm Beach. Everybody's transferring this and this. And like I said, now that we look at it now, even the NBA, and we, on one end, praise the people like Damian Lillard and people like that who stayed loyal, and then
they ain't gonna never win. I love that.
That's what I was gonna say. And then on the other end, they want to homie hop, and Kevin Durant just goes to different teams, but we don't understand the relationships they have with these people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they probably real close outside this basketball world, but we could care less about that. We just see it from the outside view. Exactly. So that was an interesting factor. And the other thing was just from D1 to D2, and like I said, I know you had other offers like that. What made you choose Lee's McCray, and just talk about a little bit, again, I don't want to go too much in depth, but just the difference between the levels, and like, is there a big gap in talent? Is it more so structure? Is it more so just opportunity and just, You know, 'cause I feel like everybody says something different. But if you play basketball at a high level, like, you know, like the talent gap isn't as much as people would think. There's high level basketball at every level, and it's more so about fit and everything like that. But what's your opinion on that?
So, I mean, there wasn't really a lot that went into that decision. It was kind of much so knowing my worth and seeing who wanted me the most, and not so much where I wanted to go the most.
Yeah.
It's when you're making your decision going to college, it's who wants you the most. It's who reaches out to you every day.
Yeah.
It's who's calling you every day. Who's taking the extra mile to maybe so go to a home visit, or who's going to one or two of your high school games, or trying to make a relationship with your dad or your mom to make sure to know you, to know what you want. And I don't feel like I made that great decision. I just took my visit to Savannah City, and I was like, oh, this shit lit. and I
Big
kinda,
facts, yeah.
And I was seeing my lady over there, but see all the speeds
Yeah,
around
yeah.
campus, and it was just, and that's how I made. I was thinking. Then I seen the team. I was like, I know I could kill this, which I did. Like in practice, they respect my teammates, respect me. I just don't feel like my coach respected me as much. And it's when somebody forms an opinion on you, it's hard to change that opinion.
Yeah, 100%.
So with that, when he formed that opinion on me that he was gonna use me, he didn't necessarily like me as a person for real. That's what influenced his decision making and put me in. But dang, I got off topic. What we going to?
Now you answered. I was just talking about the transition from D1 to D2 and how different the levels are.
Honestly, low major D1 and high major D2 is the same thing.
That's what I tell people all the time.
And then, but I mean, the only difference is that probably that 4 spot and that 5 spot.
Yep, exactly. That's it. Yep.
I mean, in some guard size, but you'll find a high major D2 with a 2-man that's 6'5" that can do everything. Honestly, the best. I'm lying because I'm in guard. I done had to guard. What's the Nuggets guard name? The Nuggets backup guard.
Who, Gary Harris or?
Not Gary Harris. The backup guard for the Nuggets.
The backup point guard?
Backup point.
Dang, you got me. I know exactly what you're talking about too.
Backup guard.
It's gonna come to me soon. Don't worry about it. It's gonna come to me.
But yeah, but like I've seen guards identical to him in the D2 conference that I feel like, and honestly, he was on the Lakers summer league team. He probably averaged like 15 in the summer league.
Yeah.
So it's the talent is there. It's just I feel like the big difference is probably athleticism. It's not skill. The skill probably better in D2, to be honest, because everybody can shoot in D2. Everybody can shoot.
So people don't get it, but
everybody can shoot in D1. It's just a little taller and athletic. But in D2, the difference is the bigs, the 4 and the 5, are probably smaller and probably less stronger, not athletic, not as athletic as the ones in D1.
Yeah.
It's probably the only difference.
All right, we're going to take a shot first before I forget. All right, take that thing. And his name was Monte Moore. That's what we forgot.
His name was
Monte Moore. That's what we forgot.
Yeah, Monte Moore is a buck, bro. But I ain't going to lie.
Ooh.
I'm not going to lie. It's a dude named Jordan Floyd that was on, like I said, that was on the Lakers Summer League team this summer that averaged about 15. And of course, what's the white dude's name that
We just remember somebody, you're going to forget somebody else.
They were funny. They went to, not Caruso. That went to Georgetown. That was on the
Mac McClung?
Mac McClung.
Oh yeah. I saw him play when he was in college.
I feel like they was on the same court. He missed. I'm not trying to curse. He missed.
You can go ahead.
He fucked Mac McClung up.
Oh, I agree. No, I agree.
He
Dang, I'm gonna forget the dude's name too now. I'm not even gonna say it.
He averaged 31 that last year, my senior year. When I averaged 18, he averaged 31.
Yeah.
Averaged 31 in the conference.
That's true. I believe it.
He's legit.
I believe it.
His name's Jordan Floyd, so y'all watch out for him too.
So the first question, again, we're just gonna talk about just showing love. That's kind of what this podcast is about. So he's gonna ask you one, who was your favorite teammate at any level? So it could be from middle school, it could be from, you feel me? You could shout out any of them boys from rec league ball, whatever it is, and then who's the best person you played against at any level also?
Okay, who was my
Favorite teammate? You gonna break some hearts right now.
Man.
Now you can only choose one too. You can't say shout out the whole team, shout out the nah. You gotta choose one.
Favorite teammate.
Any level too.
Dang, my favorite teammate.
You thinking hard too. This is a
Wow.
business decision right now.
Oh my gosh, my favorite teammate. I'm trying to think. My favorite teammate. I didn't play it with everybody.
Exactly. That's why you gotta choose one.
My favorite teammate. Dang. My favorite teammate. Wow.
You making it sound good though, cause it's a tough decision for you.
It is.
That's showing love to everybody.
I can't do like a favorite team
Nah.
that I play with.
Nah. Teammate.
Favorite teammate. Dang, I ain't done it like that. Sheesh.
Take your time, Pastor.
I don't know. You think I don't know if I want to do a big or a guard or
Hey, ain't no happy for help. Ain't no user assist, bro. Just get somebody, dog. Just somebody, whoever you want. Shout them out right now.
Let me think. Favorite teammate. I'm gonna say a big guard, cause that's what I need. A big point guard, cause I'm trying to shoot.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Point guard. I'm gonna say his name's Haney Cheatham. Hanif Cheatham.
Nebraska. He's in Puerto Rico right now. Or maybe he left there.
Cause Hanif was always
Cold cap. Yeah.
always 3 or 4 inches taller than me, but always played one.
Yeah.
So that made it way easier on me, cause he could guard the one through the 4 as growing up. Cause I played with him from 7th grade on, where I traveled, but he made it easy. That's why I averaged a lot on the EYBL circuits because of him.
That's a good choice. And then the coldest player you played against at any level, and then how much they gave you if you was guarding them.
I remember like it was yesterday. I'm gonna say we were in 10th. Were we going to 10th? I think it's going to 10th. I was playing with Team Wade. We were playing. It happened to be a purple team, and they were from Washington.
Mm-hmm.
You think Washington? Not
Yeah,
DC,
you don't think they got hoopers?
Not DC.
Yeah, they're Washington, the state. Yeah,
Washington. We were in
yeah.
Atlanta.
Yeah, you think
We
they
were
ain't got hoopers? Yeah.
playing a team from Washington. We had just won the last tournament, and we're playing on the EYBL circuit. Playing a team from Washington. Oh, Washington, what? We get to the game, it's niggas. like, hey.
They got some brothers in Washington
Yeah.
though. Jamal Crawford and them boys showed us that. They
Yeah.
got some brothers out there.
So we're playing against them. I think I get 2 charges early. It's a 6'4" long fuck on me. He doing whatever he playing the one, but he's scoring the most points.
Yeah.
And he talking shit, who this nigga is thinking? Everything, but long. And I end up fouling out early. I'm like, dang, I ain't gonna lie, I need to do some work. This nigga is tough.
You remember his name?
And I remember now. I remember then. I seen it later because he ended up being ranked
Yeah.
high at the end of that summer. I was like, oh, that's what it is. And DeJounte Murray. DeJounte Murray. That was the first thing that made me like reconsider. Like, dang, am I really that good, bro? I was like, dang.
Wait, so you found out? So he didn't really give you no points. He gave the rest of the team them points.
I was guarding him.
That's what I said, but you said you fouled out.
I mean, when I found out, we were down like 15, so it was done after that. And I remember,
How much you ended the game with?
I don't remember exactly how much, but I know he had at least a double-double. Might have had a triple-double. But it was like, he had their first couple points. And they had, what's the big name that went to Washington with him? Marquise something. Marquise Chris.
Yep.
He was on there. He was killing our big. But they had a couple guys knocking down shots, but he hit like the first two in a row, and then I think he hit me with a headsy or something crazy, and went and dunked that bitch. We're going to 10th grade. Boom. But that's the first person out. And then I remember it, because I'm sitting on the bench foul. I'm like, dang, what the fuck? He dribbling the ball by and blow a kiss.
Oh, yeah. Them the ones that we always remember, dog. Them disrespectful ones.
What nigga had tattoos all over his neck.
In the 10th grade.
We 15,
In the 10th grade.
Like, dang, wow. But yeah, that's the first. He was tough.
Yeah, now Dante Murray cold.
He's still tough.
Yeah, I was gonna say he definitely cold. So the next thing we're just gonna talk about kind of just the newfound love for HBCU basketball. And again, I don't know if that factored into your decision at all, but I see now, even like with the Deion Sanders signing and things like that, we kind of starting to reinvest in HBCU basketball. How is the HBCU life? I don't know if that impacted your decision. What did that mean to you? And you know, are you for kind of the new spotlight that they are? I know a lot of people talking about even like their kids have to play HBCU sports and things like that. Just kind of funnel the money and attention and time of our people back into our athletics and our programs.
I feel like it's nothing like an HBCU experience for us as far as college, school, education. But I feel like if every HBCU got one or two kids from the top 100 every year, that'd be quick too. That would change it, because it's still, even though they don't have the top athletes coming there, they still have supporters. They still have. I mean, it'd completely change the game for
us. Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Even like some schools like Hampton, North Carolina Central, Norfolk, like Texas State, like a lot of them. Who else? Tennessee State.
Yeah.
A lot of them still compete without those top 100. But imagine if they get 3 top 100.
That's all they need too. That's the crazy part.
Just to come there just every year, have like a moderate recruiting class. That would change the game to a crazy extent. That'll bring so much money to those schools, and it's nothing like HBCU like love. Like
bro, that's one of my biggest regrets, dog. Even for grad school, I said the same. I said, man, I should take my behind to Howard or something like that, though. But I know everybody who goes there talks about it. It's kind of like HBCU pride for everybody who's gone to HBCU. So I always ask and kind of tell people, and they always cherish that experience. So
it's nothing like. It's nothing like the band, the atmosphere. It's just like the only thing I can compare it to is Roosevelt.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah. That makes sense, though.
If it had the same feeling with the band always there, the dancers, in the big dome, and then some of the stadiums are smaller, so it's compact like Duke Stadium. It's nothing like it. Then you got the Capitals
strolling
on the side of the court, and then you got
hitting the shimmy,
Q Dogs on the side. It's a show. It's definitely an experience that I cherish forever. That I wish I could have finished that. That's what impacted my decision to make me stay. Like, dang, like I love my school.
Yeah.
Like I love school, but it just the basketball side
didn't match.
And then, but it's a lot of distractions in there too.
Well, we ain't gotta go into that.
Yeah.
We ain't gotta go into that.
I mean, but it's all fun. You just have to learn how to.
Yeah, it's all about managing. Discipline
and organizing your time, because it could be. You can have a game. You can have a game on a Tuesday night. Y'all win. You got 15. They have. We got a kickback. But you got class 8 a.m.
Yeah.
And y'all gonna have another game Thursday. So you have to be smart with stuff like that. But it's definitely something to do every night. Definitely something to do every day. Even like during the party, during the day, it's parties to go to. So, but I mean, but the professors, I just posted 'cause my fiance is pregnant. I just posted some maternity pictures. One of my favorite professors, he commented on my picture. Congratulations.
Yeah.
So
Ain't nothing like that love.
It's nothing like it. It's nothing like it. From Savannah State, it's nothing like it. So shout out to SSU too. Still got love for y'all.
So this next segment, we're just gonna go into as we usually do, just to show love to certain clothing brands, things like that we know, articles of clothing. And as usual, we'll be going through a few of them. You can shout out any single one if there's anybody who wants to highlight kind of their clothing brand or whatever they do. I know a few of them I'm probably gonna shout out in the future. So again, the second one, same thing. My homie John Smith with Born Real. He's kind of showing love to the city. Got the 561 shirt on. Same thing. I appreciate him because of what he does in the community. Also, my favorite teammate probably, one of my close homeboys to this day. And so, bornreal.us is the website. Same thing, we'll always post it in the link and things like that. So just shout out to Born Real. Amazing clothes, amazing person, amazing organization. I know you probably got somebody you want to shout out.
First of all, shout out to my guard brother, close line, Runway Apparel.
Yes, sir. LT, my dog.
That's my boy. Love him. Dang, I ain't even make him my favorite teammate.
I thought about that too. I want to say that, but
nah, he used to be trying to shoot that bitch. But I love him though. Well, shout out to Runway Apparel. They're up and coming. They got everything. And also shout out to Pieces of Fashion. He's
killing the game right now.
He's been with every celebrity that you can think of. He called me the other day. He was with cause I'm a Rod Wave. Rod Wave biggest fan. He called me. He was down there with them, but I couldn't make it down there. But shout out to Pieces of Fashion. They're up and coming. Shout out to Runway Apparel too. But y'all go check them out.
And then the next kind of topic is, at what point I feel like, especially as athletes, while we're going through it, we kind of don't think about it enough. And then after we're done playing, we think about it too late. But at what point did you ever consider your life after basketball? Was it early on? I feel like some people plan ahead. Some people, like I said, they don't care about it until that ball stops dropping or stops bouncing or whatever it is. And, did you think about what you want to do in life? I know you actually alluded to it, so you probably say you knew you wanted to be a teacher. But at what point did kind of that thought start to creep into your head?
I mean, I always knew I was gonna go pro, and then come back home and either teach, coach, train. Those was always in my plans, but COVID made it happen.
Yeah.
Than it was supposed to. So, I mean, I always kind of knew what I wanted to do, but I graduated in the midst of COVID, but it kind of messed up the contract that I felt like I deserved.
Which is big.
So it kind of turned me into adulthood quicker than I was supposed to. I mean, which is fine, because I'm content with my 2,376 in high school.
But that's a big deal, though, because I feel like a lot of the players, when they feel like they didn't reach their max potential, they kind of be in limbo, where they know that, something's next, but they haven't figured out what it is. And so they kind of just wander. Like I said, I know people who, 28, 29, and, never punched a clock before. Mm-hmm. And they still waiting on the next thing, but it's like, life gonna keep moving whether you like it or not, whether you like it or not. And I know my parents always used to tell me, like, always have a backup plan. Like, you love this game more than anything in your life, but one day the ball gotta stop bouncing. If you was a 10-year pro, whatever it is, like, no matter what, like, the ball gonna stop bouncing. Mm-hmm. And so I feel like they always supposed to kind of plan ahead. And I feel like some people who get it, they have their plan. So again, if something crazy happens, if COVID happens, apocalypse happens, they still, on track. They know what they got to do.
Never thought of this.
Yeah.
Well, you got to walk around with. Who thought we was gonna have to walk around with
mask on? Yeah, nobody could predict that. Even though they say them conspiracy theorists be saying they on top of everything, but I don't think nobody could predict that.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, so again, like I said, that's good that you kind of knew what you was gonna do. And I know you at the school right now, so you kind of get a head start of that. So that's definitely dope. And then we're gonna go into kind of the question game This is my favorite segment. We just ask kind of questions that all hoopers have asked and or wanted to know at some point. So you just answer whatever you see fit, however you see fit. And the first question we're going to ask is, what do you think your scouting report said when team scouted you? Like I said, a lot of people have seen theirs before. I know I've asked to see mine, and I've also been on the other end. You know, as a GA, I've done scouts on other people or other friends and things like that. So what do you think your scouting report would have said?
I actually asked one of the players of the year in my conference. I asked him, I was like, what did y'all
What did y'all say about me?
scouting report? Like, he said it was just he's gonna shoot it. It's just something crazy like that.
He's gonna get him up.
He's gonna shoot it. Make it tough for him. He's gonna take a lot of dribbles. Like something like that. But I mean, he ain't lying.
I was about to say, hey, it's the truth. Ain't nothing wrong with that. At least they know they couldn't stop it, but they know. And the next question was, if college you could go back and tell high school you something about the game or your journey, what would you say?
Shoot more.
Okay, that's crazy, bro.
I would say,
Bro, that's crazy.
honestly, I was that year leaving Grandview going to Lakes.
Yeah.
There is no way that I shouldn't have took the most threes on that team.
Who took the most threes?
Quincy. I love Quincy. Quincy probably is the best player on the team.
I'm not surprised, but I'm also surprised. I mean, I'm not surprised, but I'm also surprised. But
it was because we grew up there. I mean, as growing up together, you always want to compete with your brother.
yeah, of course. That's what I'm saying.
But-
Shout out Quincy, though. I didn't even know he was still in town. I would have invited him to come on the set.
There is no way. Do you know who took the second most threes on the team?
Don't say
You
JD.
think it was me?
Don't say JD.
JD?
Oh, that's crazy.
Love them both.
Of course. Oh, them the dogs, of
Love
course.
them both. But as far as shooting a three-pointer, there is no way that I shouldn't have taken the most threes. And I feel like it was mostly because of me.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't.
Because the games, I feel like I had good games. I feel like even if we won, I'm walking out. All right, y'all. They head kind of down, like, because it was their school.
Yeah.
So I feel like I kind of, which I was coming over there to help, but I felt like they kind of competed. Even when I first got over there, before the school even started, the Guido was trying to leave, trying to go to.
Yeah, I didn't even know that.
Trying to go to the wire, trying to go to the rival school.
Yeah, I didn't even know that.
I'm trying to come help y'all. You think I'm trying to compete with y'all? So I would have said shoot more because the people gonna think what they think. They still say, "Oh, you shot that bitch too much." So I should have shot that bitch too much. Just saying.
And then the next question, got a kid on the way. Shout out to that. We love that. Will your kid have a say in what they do, or are they gonna play basketball no matter what? I feel that's kind of a big thing.
Say so after he work out. You have a little say. Go ahead and get them. He's that big as my
Cause you started playing tennis and baseball. You ain't play basketball till a little later.
I played everything.
Yeah.
But the first thing I trained in was tennis.
Yeah.
Cause you know my big brother.
That's what I was gonna say.
My big brother's a tennis pro, so I was always out there with them, and the Caucasian people say, "Oh my gosh, he's such a little strong kid."
I played tennis too. First off,
out there, I'm 3 years old, big head, big arms, big calves like that. And of course, it's just when Serena and Venus is just
taking the scene.
So they love to see little black kids play. So people was out there training me, like professional trainers out there training me for free. So it just, and my brother was amazing in tennis. At one point, at 13, I think he was like number 2 or 3. I think number 1 at one time in the whole world, not United States.
That's crazy.
So he was. I remember meeting Iverson, T-Mac. I remember going to Donald Trump's house. Cause he didn't sign with Reebok because my parents didn't let him sign because they wanted him to go to college.
Yeah.
But he was amazing in tennis. I think it was my parents pushed him a little too hard. So I was joking about it, but if whatever my kid want to do, he gonna do. I don't want him twerking and then.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
I mean, if he a real good twerker, I'd support him. But I would like for my child.
We love supporting parents. That's real though. That's real. That's real.
I would like for my child to hoop.
Yeah.
Play football, play baseball, even play tennis or something. But I don't know how good he's gonna be about 6'5". You see how big his mama is.
Yeah. Yeah, you gonna have a big one on your hands.
You
gotta league him now. Ain't no way.
God's gonna give him some gifts. I want him to use them in the right way. But I'm supporting whatever he do. But I'm gonna push him. I want him to be the best in whatever he wants to be.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna push him towards what I see that he's capable of doing. So do the answer that question.
Yeah. He gonna play. That's the answer. That's a short answer.
It's a tough question.
And then our closing remarks, we always end the same way. I give you 5 shots from half court. You gotta make one for 1 meal. If you miss all 5, you go to jail for 30 years. Would you take that deal or would you cap out?
What prison we talking? We talking prison?
We talking about Rikers.
Rikers. Not Rikers. Maybe somewhere else.
Nah. We're not talking about Padrone. We talking about Rikers. You get
not Lake Lada, but something.
No. We're not talking about gun club. We talking about Rikers.
I'm talking about gun club. Because I don't want to be there with all them niggas.
That's what I'm saying though. So
because I know all of them. There's nowhere out there.
So 5 shots. I mean, 5 shots to take them for a meal.
I mean 7. But I mean,
that's the point. I mean, shout out to the call for the Black Stella too. That was a good call right there. So you taking a deal off the drink or not?
I take it. I'm gonna take it.
All right, bet. We gonna see what it is. You gotta make it at 5, bro. You gotta make it at 5. That's the only rule. All right, first one. Oh shoot, that look good. All right, 0 for 1. Oh! All right. Uh-oh. You got 2 more.
You throwing them out too fast.
You got 2 more, bro. You got 2 more. Oh! There's pressure right here.
There we go. Woo! I hit it in 3. That was 6 or 7.
That was 4. That was 4. That was 4. Shout out to that one. That was 4.
That was 4. God, I ain't expecting to pass it up that fast. That's what messed me up.
So we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Thank you. We're excited for this first season. Like I said, this first season is all about local love. So we're gonna talk to a lot of South Florida cats, a lot of people just that we grew up seeing. You know, I feel like everybody had not even just role models, but people that you respected around your own neighborhood, around your own community and things like that. Once again, follow the Instagram unrestricted FA_pod and follow the Twitter unrestricted FA1. Please like, subscribe on YouTube and things like that. We try to get these videos out whenever we can. For the call to action, we always say, do something. I feel like, this week, especially with everything going on, I feel like we have a lot of turmoil around the world with the crisis, the border crisis, with the Haitians and things like that. Just please go out there and do something nice in your community. I feel like we lack empathy as people a lot, especially nowadays and things like that. So, volunteer. There's a lot of food banks around, the county, wherever you're from. Please donate, give your time, give your money, and just give empathy and show love to those who need it because, the whole world is hurting as usual. And we actually have some important news. We have a really good sponsor message this week. The first one, so I don't mess this up, I'm going to read it. We're happy to announce that we're going to be featured on the Signature Series Network on Roku TV, Fire TV, and Apple TV. As well as Blaze It Up Radio. We're also going to give a shout out to Jimbo. Really good dude. His name is Devon Oakley, connected with me. It's pretty much like an Airbnb app for gyms. So gyms, personal training, I know this is big because especially with COVID, everything, last summer there was a lot of people hitting me up, a lot of, overseas athletes, things like that, just asking for gym space and things like that. And, the normal gyms are closed. And so this is kind of Airbnb for athletes. It's called Jimbo. Please tap in if you haven't yet or if you don't know what they're talking about. They're right now based in North Carolina and Atlanta, but they're trying to expand. I know I had a great conversation. I feel like they do amazing in the South Florida market. But please follow them. Same thing, they have an app already up and running. You can apply for gym space, things like that. Same thing, book your reservations. You can list your facility and everything like that. So once again, appreciate you guys for tuning in, and see you guys next time.
All right. Ew.
He said nice cold beer. Oh, bro, you a sicko, dog.
I'm classy with wine and cheese.
Like 10, 15, if that.
I'm going.